Energy affordability is a significant concern for a lot of the residents that we work with, and that's why I'm here today to ask that you deem FPL's 10-year site plan unsuitable, particularly until measures are added to help reduce cost burden and to eliminate the winter peak proposals that would enable increased and unnecessary costs to customers. Just last weekend, as I was listening to you all speak, I was thinking about some residents that I visited. Last weekend, I visited a gentleman who lives in North Miami, and he's been caring for his grandmother. And he was talking to me about energy and heat, and he was talking about how he's been trying to stretch out prescriptions for himself and his grandmother and creating new health risks that he really wasn't sure what was going to happen, but he was his main priority was just mitigating the immediate risk of disconnection or mounting on his existing utility debt. Just weeks before, I spoke with a mother of 3 who was talking to me about a new job that she took on because of the rising cost of energy now that we're approaching the summer months and as bills are going up, and how that's pulling her even more away from the little time that she was spending with her kids. Floridians don't have access to affordable electricity. They start to make these trade-offs. They're forced to make these trade-offs between basic necessary expenses, childcare, groceries, medications. And there are a few things within the scope of this plan that I believe can be done to address energy affordability for my community as well as so many other households across the state. First, as has been discussed at length, you can reject FPL's irresponsible winter peak proposal. In Miami-Dade, residents are experiencing nearly 3 times as many days over 90 degrees as were recorded 50 years ago. And that number is projected to more than double in the next 3 decades. South Florida hasn't seen thought of a snowflake since my mother was a toddler. Extreme heat is increasingly affecting our ability to maintain habitable indoor spaces. That's the temperature extreme. It's really impacting our energy affordability and our energy access at the household level. People realize that major resource changes really need to be focused on shifting the means of generation to improve affordability. And we know that fossil fuels have been uneconomic and unsustainable for decades. I also wanted to urge you to invest in energy efficiency. There's a lot that can be done. FPL is capturing less than 1/10 of 1% of the company's annual sales through energy efficiency. As written, the winter peak proposal is more likely to just impose added costs to customers than become relevant or be needed within the next 10 years.